Today we're going to talk a little bit about love. I love video games. I love lists. And I love tiers. So what better way to sum up the year of 2020 and just really cap it off strong than a tier list about video games?
Really? A tier list video?
Oh, hi. Yeah? Is there something wrong with that?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. What are you gonna do next? A mukbang? A drama video about James Charles and Jeffree Star? You f***ing sellout.
I mean, I'm just trying to give people something fun to watch, just something to do, you know? I don't see you trying to do this, put yourself out there, do something interesting and fun.
I mean, I just have a feeling that there are more important topics to be discussed than f***ing video games again.
Would you like the microphone? Would you like to film yourself saying something?
As a matter of fact, I would.
The penguins are dying at an alarming rate. We will have 0 penguins in North Carolina by the time this video has been posted. Thank you for coming. Wow. I didn't even realize that penguins lived in North Carolina. But here's the problem. I really only played like 3 games that actually came out this year, which is fine. I mean, you're going to see Donkey's list. You're going to see the Yoga Ball Man's list. You don't need another list of the best games of 2020, okay? That might come out eventually from this channel, but it's not right now. But these are the games Logan played in 2020, okay? And no one else on this platform is going to give you that product. That is only on this channel, baby. So subscribe. So let's pop this tier list open, shall we? We're just going to start at a random spot here. What remains of Edith Finch? Let me blow this up for you guys real quick. This was a game that I happened to download quite a while back. I played it finally recently, and there's really not much going on in terms of gameplay, but the story that's told is pretty interesting. It's sort of a bunch of vignettes of people's lives in this family, and it's a really interestingly told story. And it tells it through gameplay, which at least is appreciated. It's not like you do the same thing over and over again. It's not like The Walking Dead, where story is literally the only thing to latch onto. There's a little bit more going on than that. I'm going to pop it right in that A tier, because I did have a lot of fun with it. It was very enjoyable, and there was a bird. There were finches in it. And I like birds, so that's all that matters. Call of Duty World War II. Then we have Kingdom Hearts 3, the Remind DLC. And this was actually really fun. As I've mentioned on the channel here before, Kingdom Hearts 1 is my favorite game ever made. Kingdom Hearts 3, however, did not live up to expectations, though. How could it have? I don't hold that against anybody. Then, lo and behold, Remind came out. It costed $30 for some reason. And I got it finally after I held off on it forever. And it kicked ass. Remind was awesome. A lot of really interesting things they did in this DLC. Some new types of stuff. You could tell a lot of heart and soul went into it. And it wasn't trying so hard to appeal to new fans and to wrap up the story in this neat little bow, which is really my main issue with Kingdom Hearts 3. So Remind is going to go right in the B category. It was very good in my opinion, but it wasn't that long, and there's not that many parts of it that I was that excited about. So it was fun though. All right, next up we got Shadow of the Colossus. This is going to be a big surprise to anybody who plays a lot of video games like me. I had never actually played Shadow of the Colossus until this year, but Shadow of the Colossus was a lot of fun. I played the remaster on PlayStation, and that was just fucking beautiful. The gameplay is so inventive. It's essentially like a boss blitz, but the bosses are puzzles. I just have no complaints about it. There's really no downside to this game. If you're into like adventure games at all, check this game out. You won't regret it. It's beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it right on into this S. All up in that S. Got Batman Arkham Knight and Batman Arkham Origins. I've already expressed a couple of my gripes on this channel with the Arkham games and their hacking mechanics, and I have other problems with the Arkham games. Asylum is probably my favorite, but I don't want to reveal too much because I think I'm going to make a video sort of going through the series and reviewing each game, and so I just don't want to say too much before that video comes out. But I will say Arkham Origins is especially bad when it comes to the series, so I'm going to pop it right in that F tier. And I'm going to pop Arkham Knight into the C range. I'm going to give it a C. All right, we got Ape Escape 2. Bro. Okay, this game is my childhood. So Ape Escape 2 is a gem of the PS2 era. It's a really simple game, and it also feels kind of dated, but it's nothing but fun front to back. Go catch you some monkeys. If you got a PlayStation, go download it. What do you got to lose? It's like $10 or something, maybe less. Go play Ape Escape 2. It's a fun game. Ape Escape 2 gets an A for escape. Then we got Outlast 2. Outlast 2 is a sequel to the very popular Outlast 1. I haven't played that many horror games in my life. Horror games are terrifying. I love horror movies, but games are just like, there's something about games that just makes you want to crawl up into bed and cry when you play a horror game. But Outlast 1 is probably my favorite horror game that I've ever played. Terrifying. I played Outlast 2 earlier this year, well, in 2020, and it just wasn't that scary. I mean, I got like 20% in, almost shit my pants a couple of times, and then after that I was just like, there really wasn't much in the way of trying to scare you that hard. But that being said, I really enjoyed the story. A story that I honestly found a little bit groundbreaking for the horror genre. I don't really see many exciting stories come out of the genre, so it was refreshing in that way. So there was also like this like surprising social commentary angle that I just didn't expect. So anyway, I appreciated a lot about this game. Just really didn't wow me in terms of how scary it was, mainly. So I'm going to put it in the B tier. It's a good one. Not great. The Last of Us 1 and 2. Again, big shocker. Didn't play Last of Us until 2020. I know. Leave me alone, okay? I've got a lot of other games I'm playing. You can see on this list. I played a lot of games this year. Last of Us 1 was really good. I really liked The Last of Us 1. It was this intimate little story about basically just two characters. I mean, you had some side characters, but you really didn't get much other than Joel and Ellie to work with. And that really worked effectively for the story in Last of Us. Like, you knew these characters as well as they knew themselves and each other. Just because they were all you were spending time with. It was literally them against a world full of zombies, you know? The second one did not deliver as much on that front. Again, I think I'm going to make a video about this. But yeah, so I really loved Last of Us. Last of Us Part 2 is good, but I don't think it's anything compared to the original. I'm going to give Last of Us Part 2 a C tier. Last of Us Part 1, well, just The Last of Us, an A tier. And you can cry about it all you want. Sniper Elite 2 through 4, because I couldn't play the original. I don't know what system it's on, but I couldn't get a hold of it. Sniper Elite V2. Sniper Elite V2 is sick as fuck. Again, really simple concept. Basically, you're a sniper and you're killing Nazis. You don't really need to know much more than that. It doesn't have a deep story. It's not any like more groundbreaking than Call of Duty when it comes to the story. It's not anything crazy, but it has this gimmick where you're a sniper, and pretty much every time you take a shot at an enemy, it does this like little X-ray shit where it shows the bullet enter the skull or the, groin.
Target neutralized.
Yeah. And I mean, that's a good gimmick, especially when you add the set pieces of all these places in like Germany and stuff that they were able to put in there. Really interesting big mob situations where you had to sort of puzzle your way through it a little bit and just snipe the shit out of some Nazis, man. USA! 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 So Sniper Elite 3, subtitled Africa with a K for some reason. This one was not as fun. I mean, Africa's beautiful, but it's kind of boring after a while. I mean, you put a good 10 hours into a game where you're just walking around Africa. Just the setting's a little boring after a while, You're just sniping in Africa. Sniper Elite 4. Sniper Elite 4 was actually really cool. Subtitled Italia. They really tried to innovate on this one, actually, which I really appreciated. It was a lot more like open world. There was these sort of enemy groups spread out over a map, and then you had to slowly sort of make your way across a plane. And there were also like side missions and random objectives that you could pursue if you wanted. And then there was the main objective. Like it really had some cool, interesting stuff in it. And I really liked actually how they improved on the formula. So I'm going to give Sniper Elite I'm going to give it a B tier. I'm going to give Sniper Elite 3 a C because the formula was just souring. And then I'm going to give Sniper Elite 4 it's somewhere in here. Like I'll put it here. So and then Fall Guys. You remember that one? You remember the game everybody played for a week in 2020? That was cool. That was a cool week. Fall Guys is really fun. I don't know. I wish it hadn't fizzled out as hard as it did. It's a fun game. And I think it needed a loving hand to really take care of it, and it didn't get that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it no, I'm not going to put it that high. It's a B tier. Okay, don't complain. Don't come whining to me. All right? Fall Guys is a good game, but it's not great. All right? Fall Guys is plenty of fun. Ooh, Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. Bruh. this game. Me and my wife played this game together. You can play it, well, you can play it 2-player, but that's not really how we did it. Anyway, I really thought this was just a dumb cash grab, dumb thing that Tetsuya Nomura was doing. But it actually turned out surprisingly good. There were some genuinely challenging levels in there, especially you just like the tap speed. You really had to work out those finger muscles a few times. It's not anything too challenging. Like for rhythm game specialists, you're not going to be that excited by this one probably. I could be wrong, but me and my wife not really having any experience with the genre other than basic Guitar Hero, we did pretty well. So I don't think this is going to kick your ass too much. There's not that much of a learning curve, but really fun. I enjoyed it quite a lot as far as rhythm games go. I wish it had more in terms of continuing the Kingdom Hearts story, but even that was pretty decent at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it in the A tier. Somewhere in here. All right. Ratchet and Clank 2016. I already talked about this one. Go watch that video. Go watch the Ratchet and Clank video. I'm not going to talk about it again. Go watch it. It's going in S, though. Neo. I didn't finish this game. I started this game. I didn't finish it. I played about an hour. I played 2 or 3 hours. It was fun. I just didn't have the interest for it at the time. So, that being said, I'm going to drop it in the C tier because I honestly just don't know enough about it. I didn't play it enough, so it's going right there. It's going right there. All right. Metal Gear Solid 2. There's a story with this one. I had a subscription for PS Now. Yeah, that's what it's called. The streaming service through PlayStation. And it was going to expire. It expired, actually, like mid-2020, something like that. I started this game early 2020. I got what I think was like 75% of the way through with it. And then they took it off of PlayStation Now. Which would have been fine. I would have bought the game, but it's not listed on the PlayStation Store. Clearly, PlayStation has some access to this game, or it wouldn't have been on their streaming service, but they don't sell it on the PlayStation Store. I don't know how that's possible. Please, someone tell me. I'm assuming my save files are erased, and I was pissed. So I don't know when I'm coming back to the Metal Gear Solid franchise. But I just needed to get that off my chest, okay? Somebody call me. PlayStation, give me a ring, all right? So for that reason, I'm not going to blame the game for that. So Metal Gear Solid, it was good. I don't know. I didn't love it, but I didn't finish it either. Let's go in there. Resident Evil series. I'm really loving this so far. I've only played up to Code Veronica. Just finished that one recently. I've played 7, but I'm playing the whole series. Also making a big ass video about that series. So stay tuned for that. I'm really excited for that video to be written and filmed and made. But yeah. So I'm really enjoying this series. I'm going to pop games 1 through 5 or whatever into I'm gonna pop them into B tier because they range in effectiveness or whatever. Some of them are really good, some of them are really not. All right, you know what, I've got too many. I've got too many high ones here. I'm moving Arkham Knight down. Sorry, Arkham Knight. You're not as good as these other games. Actually, neither are you, Sniper Elite. You're going down there too. That's funny. The two games that I haven't finished are higher than these 4 games. That's only fair though. I mean, I can't judge them really one way or the other. All right. Uncharted 1 through 3. I'm judging these separately from Uncharted 4 because it has a very different spirit. What I would say are very different goals. Uncharted 1 through 3 are great, solid adventure games. They are made much in the way like an old action movie is. There's this cool, so cool. This dude is so cool. Like, have you even seen Nathan Drake? He's so cool. Like, bro, have you heard of this guy Nathan Drake? Like, he like climbed a mountain with his bare hands and then punched a dude in the face. He climbed the mountain just so he could punch that dude in the face. It was crazy. Nathan Drake from Uncharted 1 through 3 is going... I'm going to call him A tier. I don't think he deserves S tier. Maybe he does. Does he? Does he deserve S tier? No, he doesn't. He doesn't deserve it. Uncharted 4, however, I didn't like it as much. I liked it. Okay, it was good. Uncharted 4 was good. Nathan Drake wasn't as cool, so points get docked there. His brother was not as cool as him. The game overall is just not as tight of an experience to me. I played 1 through 3 on brutal, and I played this one on the hardest difficulty as well. And there's clearly like more thought put into how the game actually plays on the harder difficulties on 1 through 3. I mean, it does seem broken once or twice in those games, but Uncharted 4 is awful when it comes to the hardest difficulty. It's unplayable in certain parts.
Gotta find a way to the beach.
And that's not the only argument I have about it, or complaint I have about it. But I will say it's fine. I don't hate it. I'm going to throw it in C tier because I don't think it reaches the level of these games, really. And this is my tier list. If you check out this distribution, it's looking pretty good. I mean, I'm definitely skewed towards positive, but that's probably because I don't buy games that I don't expect to like very often. If I had a lot more money, I might buy games that I hate, like that I think I'm gonna hate more often. But I'm usually pretty confident that I'm gonna like a game before I buy it right now. So if I had to guess, that's probably why the distribution's a little off. Let me know what you think about this tier list in the comments. Do you agree with this tier list? Do you disagree? Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I should just hang up my hat and stop playing video games and stop talking about them all the time? Do you think I'm pretty? Hey, I'm going to get serious for a second. Subscribe to my channel, please. I have over 20 views on all my videos, but I only have like 18 subscribers right now. So just drop a subscribe down there. Maybe hit that notification button too. That would let you know when a new video comes out. That'd be cool. Yeah, we can keep it between us. I don't care. Have a good day. We never talked about love. Get those goosebumps every time, yeah. You come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worry about those comments, I'm way too numb, yeah. It's way too dumb, yeah.
I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. When you're not around, when you throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. 713 to 281, yeah, I'm hiding. Adi on me, oh, Adi on me, I'm hiding. Sipping low-key, sipping low-key and hiding. Rider, rider, when I'm pulling up right beside you. Pop style in Mariah, and a Texas QK money. Da, 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 da.